Consider this. A tiny pinch of salt has the capacity to completely transform your life. It may sound too good to be true at first, but trust me, people have been aware of salt's therapeutic properties for hundreds of years. Consider that. There were times when salt was valuable as much as gold, which sparked international trade and conflicts. Most of the time, the only thing that comes to mind when we think about salt is flavoring food. However, salt's history extends much beyond that. Some people believe that salt possesses magical abilities that allow it to control our life and alter our energies. Salt was considered a key to unlocking the mysteries of the earth from the time of the ancient civilizations to the eras of Jesus and Buddha. How can something as easy as adding salt to your home's corners make a difference? Allow me to take you on a historical tour through 4 inspiring instances of how salt has impacted people's thoughts and lives. After that, I'll walk you through a quick method that will leverage the power of salt to instantly transform your life. Now let's explore how you may use this time-tested approach to bring positive changes into your life immediately. To begin with, the significance of salt is recognized by nearly all major world faiths. For ages, people have revered salt for its purifying and sacred qualities. The Bible contains more than 40 mentions of it by Jesus, and the Catholic Church uses salt to prepare holy water. For Hindus, it's a crucial step on the road to knowledge, and for Jews, it's a pledge to God. Salt was considered a symbol of chastity even by the Romans. Having stated that, it goes beyond religion. Salt has been utilized for protection against negative energy for hundreds of years. From ancient Egypt, when pharaohs would burn salt to ward off evil spirits before embarking on journeys, people have been using salt lines to create invisible shields ever since. In Buddhist philosophy, it is a defensive charm. In sumo wrestling, it is also utilized to get rid of any negative vibes that may be present in the ring. To add insult to injury, let us not overlook the role that it plays in myths and tales. In some regions, such as Normandy and Bavaria, salt has been utilized as a means of defense against witches, negative energy, and other threats. It is fascinating to observe the ways in which individuals of many cultures and religious beliefs have utilized salt as a means of medical treatment and self-defense. Let's have a look at how to make use of the incredible power that salt possesses now that you are aware of the secret. You may trust me when I say that once you learn how to use this strategy, there is no turning back. It is the third principle that truly widens your perspective. Salt crystals have a remarkable structure, and this has everything to do with that structure. Consider the moment when you look at them via a microscope and see that they are properly placed according to sacred geometry. The concept is just great. It is possible to find examples of sacred geometry in everything, from spirals made of seashells to ancient architecture. In a sense, it is the blueprint for the entire globe. Even the most brilliant minds, such as Leonardo da Vinci, used it to generate ideas. The most exciting thing is that you will be able to connect to this holy frequency by using the simple salt approach that I'm about to demonstrate to you. Now we will discuss the fourth discovery that we have made: ions that are negative. Do you remember a day when you went for a walk on the beach and felt so relaxed and refreshed? Negative ions are to be credited for imparting such a pleasant sensation to you. Even more exciting is the fact that salt assists these unique ions in reaching their destination. Negative ions are released into the atmosphere as a result of the breakdown of salt, which results in the release of charged ions such as sodium and chloride. Also, guess what? It's backed up by medical studies. Negative ions are like mood boosts and antidepressants found in nature. That's the reason why lots of people like Himalayan salt lamps. These negative ions that they give off are good for your health. Dr. Clarence Hansom first found that they could improve mood in 1932, and since then, studies have proven this. From a scientific point of view, these negative ions from salt can improve your happiness by making you take in more oxygen and producing more serotonin. In a way, they're like natural antidepressants. It's crazy to think that something as simple as salt can have such a big effect on our mental and emotional health. Really, there's a lot more to discover. Let's get back to what we're talking about, how to change your life with this old method. If you want to know more about salt and all of its health perks, please let me know in the comments. We could make this a long-running series. Who knows? For now, though, let's make sure you know how to use the wisdom of salt to change your life. Okay, let's learn more about how this simple but powerful salt method can change your life. To begin, get a clear glass and fill it about 2/3 of the way to the top with sea salt. Then fill the glass all the way to the top with water. This is where the magic takes place. Take a moment to pay attention to your surroundings and find the spot in your home where bad energy seems to hang out the most. It could be where you feel stressed out or run into problems on your way to achieving your goals. Listen to your gut and pick a place that feels right to you. Leave the glass where it is for 24 hours without moving it. At this point, the salt water will be working hard to soak up and neutralize any bad energy nearby. You've done an excellent job if, after a day, the water is still as clear as day. It indicates that the negative energy has left you and that you can go on to a new endeavor in your life. The glass ought to be moved to a different location that could use some positive energy. But what if the water appears murky or black? Be not afraid. It just indicates that there are negative energies residing deeper down that will require further time to eliminate. In this instance, repeat the process every 24 to 48 hours until the water is clear. This indicates that the location's energy has been purified and replenished. Because they were aware of salt's extraordinary healing properties, individuals employed it in their daily routines to keep themselves clean. If negative things are happening in your life or at home and you're feeling down, this salt approach is a simple yet powerful way to get your spirits back up. Recall that consistency and thoughtfulness are crucial for this strategy to succeed. You'll gradually create an environment that supports your goals and well-being by incorporating it into your daily routine. Why then delay any longer? But when you begin this practice, have this in mind. Remember that salt has applications beyond just flavoring food. Like water absorbed by a sponge, so too may it absorb a great deal of negative energy. That's why rock salt, sea salt, and Himalayan pink salt have been revered for so long in faiths and rituals. They are excellent at absorbing energy. Therefore, it would be much better if you could locate one of these varieties. You can surround yourself and your house with a powerful energy bubble using just a glass and some salt. This method isn't just a trendy New Age thing. Old cultures and spiritual traditions have supported it for a very long time. Imagine it as a filter for your own energy that keeps bad things out and lets your intentions and wishes come true. Salt, often overlooked in our daily lives, carries within it a profound mystery and potential. It's a substance so simple yet so powerful that it's been central to human civilization for millennia. The ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans knew this well. They didn't just see salt as a mere seasoning, but as a powerful symbol of purity and preservation. The Greeks even had a saying, "There is nothing more useful than sun and salt." This reflects their understanding of the life-giving and preserving properties of salt. In ancient Egypt, salt was used in the mummification process, a critical element in the preservation of bodies for the afterlife. This practice underscores the deep reverence they had for salt, believing it had the power to ensure safe passage to the next world. Similarly, in the Roman Empire, soldiers were often paid with salt, giving rise to the word salary. This practice highlights salt's immense value and its role as a cornerstone of the economy and daily life. Time travel to medieval Europe, where salt was equally important. Salt was the cornerstone of trade, and salt deposits and routes supported entire economies. The towns and communities in charge of the salt supply possessed a great deal of authority and sway. During this time, salt taxes, known as the gabelle in France, were established. These taxes turned into a sizable source of income for the monarchs. But these levies were frequently a source of conflict, which fueled the social instability that preceded the French Revolution. Beyond customs from the past, salt has spiritual meaning that lies in symbolism and ceremony. In many civilizations, salt has long been associated with knowledge and wisdom. It stands for the incorruptible, the everlasting, and the unchangeable. It represents stability in a world that is constantly changing. Salt is used in religious rituals for sanctification and protection, from Hindu puja to Christian holy water. Many folk traditions worldwide have made use of the mystical powers of salt. For example, before a match, sumo wrestlers in Japan infuse the ring with salt to ward off evil spirits and purify the area. Similar to this, salt is said to ward off bad spirits and offer good luck when it is placed at a home's entryway in Eastern European folklore. Salt is widely used in many traditional rites, which emphasizes its importance as a purifying and protective technique throughout cultures. Knowing the significance of salt in terms of history and spirituality deepens our awareness of this basic yet significant material. Beyond the ordinary, its influence on our life relates us to antiquated customs and the enduring pursuit of harmony and purity. Therefore, keep in mind its rich history and the various ways it has influenced human culture the next time you go for the salt shaker. Homes have thresholds that deter evil and bring good fortune. These customs are based on a profound comprehension of the symbolic and energetic force of salt, not just superstitions. Now, let's delve into the science behind salt's ability to influence our environment and well-being at a molecular level. Salt is composed of sodium and chloride ions, which are essential for various physiological processes. When salt dissolves in water, it breaks down into these ions, creating a solution that can conduct electrical impulses. This property makes salt an excellent medium for energy work and purification. Negative ions, which are abundant in natural settings like waterfalls and beaches, have been shown to have a positive effect on mood and overall well-being. These ions are believed to increase the flow of oxygen to the brain, resulting in higher alertness, decreased drowsiness, and more mental energy. They also help to protect against germs in the air, reducing irritation that causes sneezing, coughing, or throat infections. By releasing negative ions, salt can create a similar effect, making it a natural purifier of both air and energy. The technique of using salt to clean and purify specific areas is one that is not only straightforward, but also significant. It is necessary to have a thoughtful attitude, to have a straightforward aim, and to have an awareness of the energy dynamics that exist within your environment. Choosing a salt of superior quality, such as rock salt, Himalayan pink salt, or sea salt, is the first step. The inherent minerals and energy qualities of these types are preserved to a greater extent than those of regular table salt, since they undergo less processing process. The first step in the cleansing process is to find a time of peace and quiet in which you can center yourself. You should take a few deep breaths and concentrate on your purpose to remove any negative energy that may be present in the area. Approximately 1/3 of the volume of the glass should be covered by the salt as it is poured into the glass. In the following step, gradually pour water into the glass while imagining the salt's cleansing properties dissolving into the liquid. Put the glass in the location where you have the impression that the energy is both the most stagnant and the most negative. A corner of a room, a location in which you frequently experience feelings of stress, or a region in which disagreements commonly occur could all be examples of this. While you are placing the glass, make it a point to have a crystal clear intention that the salt water will absorb and neutralize any negative energy that may be present. It is recommended that the glass be left undisturbed for a minimum of 24 hours so that the salt can perform its transformation. Upon your return to the glass, take note of the manner in which the water is positioned. An indication that the energy in the area has been purified is if it continues to be clear. It is a sign that there is still negative energy that has to be addressed if the water appears thick or muddy for any reason. To ensure that the energy has been completely cleansed, it is necessary to repeat the process every 24 to 48 hours until the water continues to be clear. By consistently and deliberately incorporating this salt purification method into your routine, you can create a space that supports your health, well-being, and goals. Salt, often overlooked in our daily lives, carries within it a profound mystery and potential. It's a substance so simple yet so powerful that it's been central to human civilization for millennia. The ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans knew this well. They didn't just see salt as a mere seasoning, but as a potent symbol of purity and preservation. The Greeks even had a saying, "There is nothing more useful than sun and salt." This reflects their understanding of the life-giving and preserving properties of salt. In ancient Egypt, salt was used in the mummification process, a critical element in the preservation of bodies for the afterlife. This practice underscores the deep reverence they had for salt, believing it had the power to ensure safe passage to the next world. Similarly, in the Roman Empire, soldiers were often paid with salt, giving rise to the word salary. This practice highlights salt's immense value and its role as a cornerstone of the economy and daily life. Fast forward to medieval Europe, where salt was just as crucial. It was the foundation of trade, with entire economies depending on salt routes and deposits. Large amounts of power and influence were possessed by the towns and cities that managed the salt supply. The era witnessed the implementation of salt taxes, referred to as the gabelle in France, which turned into a substantial source of income for the royal. Nonetheless, these levies frequently caused disputes and fueled the social unrest that preceded the French Revolution. Beyond customs from the past, salt has deep spiritual meaning in the domains of ritual and symbolism. Many cultures have used salt as a symbol of knowledge and wisdom for ages. It stands for the everlasting, the immutable, and the uncorruptible. In a world that is always changing, it represents stability. Salt's function in sanctification and protection is indicated by its use in religious ceremonies such as Hindu puja and Christian holy water. Folk traditions all throughout the world have made use of salt's mystical qualities. To ward against evil spirits and purify the arena before a match, sumo wrestlers in Japan, for example, toss salt into the ring. Salt is also said to ward off evil and bring good fortune at home thresholds in Eastern European folklore. These customs are not just superstitions, rather they are based on a profound comprehension of the symbolic and energetic properties of salt. Through deliberate use, you can capitalize on salt's long history and utilize its advantages to enhance your surroundings and overall health. Thus, give salt some thought and treat it with respect and attentiveness when you adopt it into your life. If the water has a murky or hazy appearance, it means that the salt is still neutralizing deeper layers of negative energy. Until the water remains clear, continue the procedure, changing the salt and water every 24 to 48 hours. Creating an environment that promotes your highest good is another goal of this practice, in addition to clearing out negative energy. You may sustain a higher vibration in your house and foster calm, clarity, and well-being by adding salt to your surroundings on a regular basis. Over time, you'll likely notice a shift in the energy of your space, making it feel lighter, more harmonious, and more conducive to your personal growth and aspirations. Salt scrubs are another powerful way to harness the purifying properties of salt. Create a scrub by mixing sea salt with a carrier oil, such as coconut or olive oil. Add a few drops of essential oils for additional therapeutic benefits. As you massage the scrub onto your skin, visualize any negative energy being sloughed away, leaving your body and aura cleansed and invigorated. In addition to its power to cleanse, salt also has the capacity to improve your ability to meditate and engage in other spiritual practices. Incorporating salt into your meditation place can help you create an atmosphere that is more sacred and more grounded. It is possible to make use of a Himalayan salt lamp, which not only generates a pleasant and calming glow, but also releases negative ions into the air, so strengthening the atmosphere that is conducive to meditation. You could also make a little salt altar by placing a bowl of salt on your meditation table. This would be a representation of the purity and clarity that you strive to achieve in your daily life. A protective talisman can be created by carrying a tiny packet of salt with you at all times. Maintaining a positive vibration and protecting yourself from negative energy can be accomplished by keeping it in your pocket, backpack, or automobile. In addition, you can establish a protective barrier against undesirable energy by sprinkling a handful of salt at the threshold of your home or place of business. The capacity of salt to have an effect on our life extends beyond the realms of the physical and the energetic bodies. Furthermore, it has a significant influence on the mental and emotional states that we are in. You can cultivate a more profound sense of inner serenity and resilience by including salt as part of your regimen for self-care. For example, making a salt mandala can be a meditative and relaxing activity to engage in. Salt should be arranged on a flat surface in complicated patterns, with close attention paid to the intention behind each creation. It is possible that this practice will assist in calming the mind, lowering stress levels, and strengthening your connection to the here and now. While you continue to investigate the numerous ways in which salt can improve the quality of your life, it is important to keep in mind that the key to utilizing its power resides in your determination and awareness. Whether you're using salt to cleanse your home, protect your energy, or enhance your spiritual practice, approach each ritual with a sense of reverence and gratitude. By doing so, you'll tap into the ancient wisdom of salt, unlocking its full potential to bring positive change into your life. Salt's role as a purifier and protector is a testament to its enduring significance across cultures and epochs. From ancient rituals to modern practices, it remains a vital tool for those seeking to enhance their well-being and align with their highest purpose. As you integrate these techniques into your life, you'll discover that salt, with its simplicity and power, can be a profound ally in your journey toward balance and positivity. Discover the profound impact that something as simple as salt can have on your journey toward greater harmony and fulfillment. Embark on this journey with an open heart and a curious mind. Experiment with different methods. Observe the changes in your environment and within yourself, and share your experiences with others. By doing this, you'll become a part of a long line of seekers who have come to understand the spiritual and transformational properties of salt. Recall that the process of change is continuous. To create the life you want, never stop learning, researching, and using salt's amazing potential. Building on what was covered in earlier sections, let's examine in more detail the different cultural customs and scientific theories that support the use of salt for healing and purification. We can better appreciate the variety of uses for salt in our daily lives and its many facets by being aware of these situations. The use of salt in traditional Chinese medicine is among its more intriguing uses. TCM. Salt is seen as a yang material with warming qualities in TCM. It disperses masses, is said to tonify the kidneys, and channels energy downward. This is consistent with the larger TCM tenets, which emphasize the need of harmony and balance within the body. The goal of practitioners' use of salt in various treatments is to enhance health and restore equilibrium. I appreciate you coming along as we explore the transformational potential of salt. Please leave a remark below if you have any queries, thoughts, or anecdotes to offer. Let's carry on this discussion and assist one another in realizing the amazing possibilities of salt. Cheers to a voyage of exploration, recovery, and metamorphosis.